We started about 1999. We had about a dozen families that got together who were talking about the need of having a center in the South Bay, as it was very difficult to get up to San Jose and then get back to work in time for our Friday Jumna prayers. So we needed something a little bit more local. We have quite a few families who have been here in the South Bay, living here since the 1960s, or even a little bit older than that.
Purchase of the property did not come easy, you know. Again, we are 80 families and we live in a rural area. We are not in the big cities. So we struggle a little bit to get together to buy a piece of land like that. We wanted to represent the best of Islam, and we thought that Cordoba represented that during the dark ages of Europe, brought in Muslim, Jews, and Christians together, and it was the best of time as far as religion is concerned.
The Cordoba project is a disaster.
Opponents of the proposed 16-acre Cordoba Center off Monterey Highway in San Martin argued that it was too big for such a rural area. At least one man cited 9/11 as a reason to oppose the Islamic Center.
The controversy over a proposed mosque in San Martin continues tonight ahead of the approval from the county.
The site is located on the 14,000 block of Monterey Road near the corner of California Avenue. NBC Bay Area's Arturo Santiago is there live. He joins us now with the latest. Arturo.
Well, the people trying to build this mosque tell me right now they're using a barn as their place of worship and prayer, and that's why they're so determined to get this facility approved. Well, they're facing some very vocal opposition. At nearly 16 acres, it's a serene and picturesque piece of land. It's here that the South Valley Islamic Center plans to build the Cordoba Center. But the Muslims trying to get the plans for the center approved believe bigotry is playing a role among some who are in opposition.
A very systematic campaign of misinformation, completely trying to discredit the project and, spreading just rumors, essentially, and fear-mongering. Sohail Akhtar is the project manager for the center. He tells me their congregation of 80 to 100 families are all from the area between Morgan Hill and Gilroy. They're trying to build a place to practice their religion and to have a community center and cemetery. We have exceeded most of the local, county, and the state requirements by as much as 100%. We have not asked for a single variance at all. We have jumped through all the hoops, not once, but twice and sometimes 3 times. A group called Gilroy Morgan Hill Patriots is watching the approval process closely. Its goal is to make sure the Cordoba Center follows the same rules as everyone else, and in their opinion, it hasn't.
That's where you've got to wonder why previous people that have tried to build on this land haven't been able to because of the soil and the permeability of it.
Victory tonight for South Bay Muslims who've been trying to build an Islamic community center for 6 years. This is a project that has had strong opposition from the start. The center, which includes a mosque, would be built on a vacant lot in San Martin, south of San Jose. Here's ABC 7 News reporter Lisa Amin Galesian.
This is about political bigotry, people that are being intolerant, they don't like how their community is changing.
The frustration during today's Santa Clara County Planning Commission meeting was palatable as the South Valley Islamic community asked for a use permit to build a community center in San Martin.
I do believe they picked the wrong area to have a church.
The proposed site along Monterey Highway has been met with opposition since its inception. The South Valley Islamic community started their quest to build a mosque here 6 years ago. And in that time, they've tested the soil, water, septic tanks, congestion, and according to the Planning Commission, they've passed all of those tests. which is why many Muslims believe there's another reason they're not wanted.
We should not be holding the center at a different standard than other places of worship, which brings concern of elements of Islamophobia.
It's about fear, and it's about ignorance, and it's about twisted logic.
Project opponents strongly disagree with that characterization. Though they were a minority in the room today, they've always been very vocal about their concerns.
I am concerned about the traffic.
They're thinking it's all has to do with being a bigot or not wanting them there. It's not that. The fact is these people live in a flood zone. It's a rural area.
Some people are going to use water concerns as a cover for that hatred.
In the end, the Planning Commission voted unanimously to grant the use permit. Opponents plan to appeal that decision and take it up before the Board of Supervisors next month. Lisa Amin Galesian, ABC 7 News.
The name itself, Cordoba, stems from the historical Spain, where people of all faiths lived in harmony for hundreds of years, and it's documented. And following in that footstep, that we are very diverse in the Silicon Valley, and here in the South Valley particularly, I think it's wonderful to celebrate that diversity and carry on that innovation of historic Spain, Cordoba, that we too can live in harmony. And in innovative times, they were at the height of innovation in their times, and here in Silicon Valley, we are at the height of innovation. And to me, the Cordoba project really illuminates that innovation.